So now that you've recorded your podcast, you now have to edit it. But how do you edit your podcast? And what is the easiest way to edit your podcast? Well, get someone else to do it. But if that's not feasible for you, I have created this video on how to easily edit your podcast. Hey, it's Jennifer Lee, and I've been a broadcaster for over 10 years. I've been the traffic helicopter reporter, a radio DJ, and I'm currently in the world of podcasting. I'm helping the Home Builders Association of Vancouver with their podcast, Measure Twice, Cut Once. I also have my own podcast, Coping 19. If you have any questions about editing or would like help with editing, you can take a look at my website, podcastconsulting.ca. Okay, let's get into today's topic. What is the easiest way to edit your podcast? Well, I think the easiest way to edit your podcast is using the program Audacity. As I've mentioned before, I actually use a different program, but that's just because I like to really edit my podcast, and there's a lot of fancy things that I can do in the program that I use. Adobe Audition is the program I also learned on. But if you are a beginner at editing and you're a beginner to podcasting and you just want to try something because you're not even sure if this is something you want to do, I think Audacity is a great program. It is really basic and it's easy to use and easy to edit. I know a lot of you have been asking, hey, how do I edit a podcast? Can you do a video about this? So that's why I wanted to do this video. And here we go. We are going to use Audacity. So this video is all about how to edit your podcast on Audacity. Okay, first things first, you need to download Audacity, and you can download it for Mac or Windows, whatever you're on. And I am on Windows. I have a PC. Don't make fun of me, but that's okay. So I have downloaded Audacity already onto my laptop. Okay, now that you've downloaded Audacity, you're ready to go. You have your microphone plugged into your computer. And of course, you can go over microphones in one of the past videos of me. And all you need to do is take a look at that video in the library, and I'll show you which microphone to go with. So I have plugged in my Blue Snowball microphone into my computer, and now I'm going to press record. So here we go. And we're going to see what my volume looks like. We want to make sure we're in the sweet spot, which, as you can see here on my screen, is the green part right here. And you don't want it to go into the red like this. That's not good. So you don't want to be hot is what they call it. Not like, they're hot, but hot audio. So you want a consistent level like I have going on right here. And then once we have the audio file, pretend I have said a whole bunch of things for my podcast. There we go. And we're going to stop it. We're now going to take a look at this file. So what I like to do is remove anything at the end of the file that might have got recorded. So what I did is I highlighted it. And now I just press delete. And there it goes. Okay. The next thing I want to show you is removing a breath. So this is a breath right here, and I know what a breath looks like just because I have looked at a lot of audio files, but they're pretty obvious to see where they are. And of course you can play them back to hear if it's a breath or not. So I'm going to highlight it with, again, this little tool right here that looks like an eye. And then I'm going to go over here and hit this one that kind of looks like the format of my voice, but the one with the space. And we're going to hit it. And this is going to silence the audio, and then it's going to sound nice and smooth. And there you go. That's how you clean up your audio. So if I wanted to, say, have a little bit of space in between what I'm saying, and I want to have a bit of a longer pause because I'm going to insert some music or something like that, I'm going to move this cursor over here, say this is where I want the point to be, and I'm going to show you how to split the clips so they're not part of each other anymore. So I got the little cursor right here. And then I'm going to go up to edit, and we're going to hit clip boundaries and split. And then we're splitting the clips. So there you go. And then if I just hold on to it and move it like this, there you go. The clips have been split. So again, like I said, depending on what you want to do, if you want to move things in, or say there's an infomercial here that you want to put in, maybe a word from your sponsor or something, you can be able to split the clip like that. Please ask me any questions if I'm confusing you in the comments below. And of course, we can do many more videos on editing if this is what you're interested in. Okay, so I want to add some music to this, so we're going to import it. So if I go here, we're going to import the audio. I already chosen some royalty-free music. We'll go over that in another video, but here we go. I'm going to open it. As you can tell, of course, that this music level is a lot bigger than this file here, which is my voice. So I'm going to want to make sure that it is not super loud like this. I'm going to want to change it. So I'm going to select this file with the little thing that looks like the eye selection tool, as I'm going to call it. You just select it. So there you go. It's all highlighted. You're going to hit Effect, and we're going to go to Amplify. And then we're going to see how much we want. I'm going to say, let's try 0.20. Sometimes I'm just going to play around with it. So you're going to amplify, and you are going to reduce the amount of volume. So look, as I slide this over, this is going to reduce, sliding it to the left. And sometimes it just takes playing around with it. Now I've created it to be too small, but okay, so if you want to record music for your podcast, actually, that's pretty good. So you really have to play around with it too. It could be a little bit lower, but you get the idea. Those are just some basic tips and tricks. And then of course, once you are finished that, you're going to want to export your file. So you're going to go File, Export. And you're going to choose if you want to export it as an MP3 or a WAV. It depends on a lot of devices. Some use MP3. WAV is the standard file that you download to in audio. But like I said, certain blogs and certain other players, they don't, like my blog on Squarespace actually does not take a WAV file. You need to make it an MP3 file. So again, that's just going to be up to your preference. What I usually do too, because you never know what platforms need something different, I make a WAV file and an MP3 file to be safe. And then you have a copy of each. So there you go. That was my basic tutorial on Audacity. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I didn't lose you. But again, if you have any questions, please comment below and let me know. And I can go more into editing if that's what you want me to do as well. And I can also show you how to edit on the program that I use, which of course is Adobe Audition. But I have used Audacity in the past, and it's a great tool. Like I said, if you're just starting off and you kind of want to feel it out, if you even want to do podcasting, it's a great way to play around with recording your voice and of course editing. So there you go. There is your tutorial on Audacity. Before we head on out here, please hit the button below to subscribe and the bell for notifications, and we'll talk to you again soon.